Welcome to the City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You there? That's why I do this show, because you're there. I try to inform you, entertain you, educate you a little bit. Don't forget everything you see on the bottom of the screen. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Don't forget live stream video. Live stream Vimeo. It's where we archive all our shows. You got Instagram. You got all the social media things. Today, Secaucus, we're going to open with Secaucus here. Secaucus is going to spend $500,000 to install plate reader cameras all over town. Now, the idea of the project is to record all the license plates of cars entering the town. And the idea behind this is if a car is used in the commission of a crime, they'll have a record of it. Which, on face value, that sounds like a good idea. But one of the problems is most of those cars that are used during the commission of a crime are stolen. So I don't know how helpful the license plate reader is going to be on that. Nobody's using their daily drivers to commit a crime. They normally steal a car or they have fictitious plates in there. So I'm not sure the $500,000 is the best use to get LPR cameras, license plate readers. So it was mentioned to me by law enforcement that illegal immigrants, migrants, those who have entered the country illegally, they operate cars without insurance and registrations. So the LPR plate readers would pick that right up. The plate would pick right up as being non-registered, and then the police can just zoom in on that. There's got to be more of a purpose as to why they're using this technology or why they want to implement it, besides just making a record of every vehicle that enters Secaucus in case it's involved in a crime. And what do they do with the data? Who's storing all this data? And what is the purpose of this data after the day go by or a week goes by and there was no crime committed, so there's no real use for that data? So it's kind of a big brother situation going on. And they're not the only municipality that's thinking of doing this. So it really gets a question of your rights are involved here, where people are making a record of where you're going, when you're leaving, how you got there, that sort of thing. So that's something you may want to consider. And like I said, I don't know if it's the best possible use of $500,000, but that's to be seen. Again, it's Secaucus. They have the right to do what they want to do with the taxpayers' dollars there. Just not sure we want Big Brother. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
No one plans on heart disease, but everyone should have a plan for it. We help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. We offer convenient screenings without judgment, hundreds of preventive programs, and women's heart specialists. And we're the largest cardiac surgery program in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
Panepinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panepintodevelopment.com. Panepinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
We're back. You're watching The City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You there. Don't forget everything on the bottom of the screen. Don't forget when you're riding through Secaucus, making a copy of you. What we want to say, I was almost going to make this, there's two topics today. New Jersey Transit and the crackdown on e-bikes. Hoboken started the crackdown on e-bikes. Now it's New York City, but we'll get into that. I was going to go with e-bikes, but then New Jersey Transit just became too much of an issue for me just to make it a secondary topic. So I got my ever-present coffee in a styrofoam cup that I get from Amazon, styrofoam cup. New Jersey Transit is probably, and I think it is, the worst run transit system in the nation, all 50 states. And in our other properties, you can include whatever sovereign areas we have. It is definitely the worst, and it is so bad that they're looking to get an increase, a fare hike of 15%, and they would like that fare hike to go into effect on the 15th of June. What they're going to do, they're going to hold a bunch of public meetings, sham public meetings, by the way. Where they're that rate hike they're looking to find, well, they're going to get it. They're going to hold, I think, 10 meetings across the state of New Jersey, public sham meetings. They know right off the bat, they know people are going to come in and nobody is going to be in favor of the rate increase, with the exception of me. In Hudson County, I believe it is, when is this? When they're having this, I think it is March the 8th at 10 to 12. Yeah, March the 8th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Lautenberg station in Secaucus. They're going to hold it in what they call the long hallway. I've never been in the Lautenberg train station. I see it on the turnpike. Yeah, you look like you can play baseball in there and not hit anybody. Doesn't seem to be anybody ever in that train station. Again, only when I'm riding by. Again, I've never been in there. They're going to hold these 10 meetings. And like I said, in Hudson County, it's in Secaucus, March the 8th from 10 a.m. to noon. Nobody's going to be in favor of it. They're only holding these sham meetings because they have to hold the public meetings. And I personally agree there should be an increase. 74% of New Jersey Transit's budget is funded in one way or another with your taxpayer dollars. They steal money from this department, that department, New Jersey Turnpike, the Parkway, wherever they can get money for the 74%. Well, you're paying for it. It's basically tax dollars. They're just reappropriating those dollars. And 74% of the New Jersey Transit budget is funded by you. And that means 26% is actually fares. And when you figure in the state of New Jersey, the New Jersey Globe just had a survey. It was middle part of last year, where the survey was conducted concerning mass transit in New Jersey. And the survey proved out that roughly 20% of the residents of New Jersey, kind of on a regular basis, uses mass transit, public transportation. That means the other 80% of us don't. But the other 80% of us are paying that 74% budget to subsidize the 20% that kind of regularly use New Jersey Transit. New Jersey Transit, yeah, they should bring up the fare. It's artificially low. Like I said, 26% of the fare actually comes, the budget actually comes from fares. So yeah, it's artificially low. It should be brought up, but it seems to be the way to fund transportation, because I understand, like the ferries, New York Waterway, the Staten Island Ferry, the ticket price is subsidized by about 80 to 90%. And that subsidizing comes from people who aren't using those services. So it's almost like this. It is like the school tax, where even if you don't have kids in school, you're a single person, you're a single guy, a single gal, you're paying the school tax. You have no kids in there. You're a senior. You're in your 60s, 70s. Your kids have been out of school for 40 years. You're still paying the school tax. You have no kids. You're still paying the school tax. That's what this is becoming with New Jersey Transit. And I think some people on Twitter have actually said, why don't we just make New Jersey Transit fare free and just fund the other 26%? Yeah, I could see that happening in the future somewhere, but it comes to the point, how expensive do you want to make the state of New Jersey? That becomes the question. Yeah, it's ridiculous. We're the most expensive state, the highly taxed state in the nation now. How much more do you want to put on the residents? It is incredibly expensive here in New Jersey, and there's a lot of rules and regulations. What we should be starting off with is corralling New Jersey Transit. Mayor Fulop, who is running for governor, he's the mayor of Jersey City. He's running for governor, and he has proposed extending the corporate business tax to have a dedicated source of funding for New Jersey Transit. I kind of thought the fare was a dedicated source of funding, but obviously not. The problem with that idea is, again, people who don't use the service are going to have to pay for it. In the case of the corporate business tax, every business in New Jersey, and it's not there. Somebody was talking about, Amazon, we should charge Amazon a corporate business tax, and Google and all that. Small businesses are paying the same tax. So no matter what you do in New Jersey, you're paying that corporate business tax because it becomes part of the overhead of those businesses, and you wind up paying for it. So really what we need to do is look at New Jersey Transit. It's long overdue looking at New Jersey Transit. But first, let's break for commercial. When we come back, we'll follow up again on New Jersey Transit. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Comprehensive healthcare is here, here, and here. RWJ Barnabas Health is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County with its 2 newest locations, Hoboken and Exchange Place. Within walking distance or accessible by mass transit, our locations combine convenience with primary and specialty care, including cardiology, women's health, orthopedics, cancer care, and more. Let's be healthy together.
Good Friend Self Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self Storage. Let us be your good friend.
Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Welcome back to The City Show. Pat O'Melia here. As I said before, we're talking about New Jersey Transit. They are looking for a 15% fare hike, and they'll find that 15% fare hike as soon as they do these 10 sham public meetings. And they'll also, by the way, all the public meetings are in person. So if you're hoping you can do it from home, that's not going to happen. And if you're hoping you can do it after work, that ain't going to happen either, because in Jersey, in Hudson County rather, the meetings are from 10 a.m. to noon. If anything, they should probably have the meeting at like 7 to 10. This way they can get the people who actually are utilizing New Jersey Transit as they're walking through the long hallway to say, I got something I want to say about this. But no, they kind of want to make it as difficult as possible for people who, they know nobody's coming in favor of this. There's no Pat coming up there. First and foremost, excuse me, New Jersey Transit, before we give them another dime, has to be reorganized. They have reorganized as necessary. They have proven time and time again they are completely incompetent. Their entire management team has proven time and time again. You hear it on the radio, you see it on the news, you read it on Twitter, the people that utilize New Jersey Transit, on how poor the service is. This organization swims in red ink. And that red ink is your tax dollars. They're doing backstrokes in that red ink, and they don't care. They don't care how deep that pool of red ink gets, because they know they can dig into your pocket again. They will get tax dollars. That's why this sham meeting, this whole sham, they should put the 15% in. The trains, the buses, the light rails, they're never on time. You hear it all the time. You see the pictures on Twitter. You watch it on the news, listen to the radio. I'm not making this up. They're often dirty. The seats are ripped. There was one of the New Jersey Transit critics had pictures of insect infestation. They had roaches on the buses and the trains. The seats are ripped. The windows are broken. The signage doesn't work. And they run these things out until it breaks down. How often do you see New Jersey Transit on the side of the road broken down? a bus. They are poorly. The equipment is late. It's dirty. It's in various states of disrepair. And the people, that 20% that depend on it, there is no concern for what their concerns are. And this is all proven on a daily basis. Every day they hammer it home that this is incompetent. It's the worst run transit system, and there needs to be a big broom. This entire management team needs to be swept the F out of there, and competent people put in. And you go to private sector, hire people that actually run trains, run buses. There's reason, like in Jersey City, Hudson County, we have very few, if any. I don't think we may have any private bus companies operating in New Jersey. Academy in Hoboken, I think, is still privately run. But when I was a kid, we had private bus sectors all over. Every major street in Jersey City had its own bus, and they were private. For that matter, for a time, public service ran buses. They're all gone. And the reason? New Jersey Transit. Complete disrespect for money. I don't care what the fare costs. They ran people. Have just seen it with the A&C bus company on West Side Avenue. They couldn't compete anymore with New Jersey Transit. New Jersey Transit calls the shots with the Department of Transportation on insurance and regulations and all, but they're not funding. They weren't subsidizing A&C. Now A&C's gone. New Jersey Transit took over the bus routes. They ain't gonna be good. But this is what people clamored for. They didn't try to save A&C. We just wanted to make sure New Jersey Transit takes over the routes. So New Jersey Transit is in control of everything. And they're awful. They're absolutely awful, incompetently run. But yet, all the politicians and city leaders will run to New Jersey Transit when there's a bus. Oh, we need a bus route here. So yeah, we'll do it because you're going to be indebted to us. And then you get terrible service. New Jersey Transit is the definition of good money after bad. And it's your money. And they constantly, on a daily basis, prove they shouldn't have your money. No private sector business would survive with the track record, pun intended, of New Jersey Transit. The way they operate the trains, the way they operate the buses, the light rail, it's proven daily. And yet, we put up with it. There is no mechanism. If they were a mayor, you'd recall it. But there's no mechanism in place. There is no accountability in place for New Jersey Transit. They just, I hate to say rolling along because they don't do that well, but eventually those wheels do roll. They just keep rolling around, misusing your fund. They just rented some office space in Newark, like $500 million. The seats in their offices, I guarantee you they're not ripped up like they are on the buses and the trains. I guarantee the windows work and the air conditioners work and all in that new office building. But there's zero concern for the ridership. And there's even less concern for the tax dollars that are used to fund New Jersey Transit. That 74% of the budget comes from you, whether you use it or not. You. New Jersey Transit will get the 15%, like I said. They're holding a sham meeting. They will get the 15%. Some politicians will stand on a soapbox and say, oh, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Not a one will say, you all should be out of a job and we should be trying to get the best possible transit people in those seats. They won't say that. They might say it in private. They won't say it in public. But that's what needs to be done. A big broom's got to go through New Jersey Transit and then sweep them out before they keep digging into your pocket. And they're about to dig in. Again, I'm going to tell you this. They get the 15% hike, and they will, and still, they'll need more of your tax dollars. It's a constant evil cycle of a whirlpool that's in that pool of red ink. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. We'll be right back.
No one plans on heart disease, but everyone should have a plan for it. We help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. We offer convenient screenings without judgment, hundreds of preventive programs, and women's heart specialists. And we're the largest cardiac surgery program in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or a quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
Comprehensive healthcare is here, here, and here. RWJ Barnabas Health is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County with its 2 newest locations, Hoboken and Exchange Place. Within walking distance or accessible by mass transit, our locations combine convenience with primary and specialty care, including cardiology, women's health, orthopedics, cancer care, and more. Let's be healthy together.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
We're back. Pat O'Melia here, City Show. We talked about moving freight trucks from the ports onto the turnpike points north and south. We got that covered. Now we're going to talk about e-bikes. There is a bill working its way through Trenton that will regulate e-bikes. Now, what kind of regulation? Well, they would be registered and insured. It would be mandated. There are people already complaining. So it would be the argument is it wouldn't be fair to the migrants and the immigrants. Well, it's not a matter of who's to be fair for. It's how do you make this safe for everyone? I'm in favor of this. I've called for this in the past about requiring insurance and registrations for bikes, and here especially e-bikes. These e-bikes can cause an accident. They can cut a car off. They can get alongside of a car and they cause a car to move out of the way. They can cause an accident. I'm not so worried about a bike doing damage to a car or a truck. I'm concerned about what that bike may do when somebody has to take a defensive move to avoid that e-bike. And we see it all the time. And when I talk to the politicians publicly about bikes and e-bikes, and something has to be done. We talk privately like it's out of hand, right? Same thing with, I don't want to get into the bike lanes, but it's not a 24/7, 365 mode of transportation, but we're putting infrastructure in that is going to be there 24/7, 365. But that's a whole nother argument. These e-bikes cause problems on the streets and they cause problems on the sidewalks. They're not just on the streets, they're also on the sidewalks. And some of the municipalities, Bayonne and Hoboken, have taken steps to try to reel them in a bit. They have to wear vests and have a name on there, but that didn't go far enough. You have to be able to identify that particular e-bike. If that particular e-bike hits a person on the sidewalk and they just ride off, we don't really have any way of identifying who that person is. They just rode off a blue e-bike. They're all the bikes are blue or red, whatever the hell color. You need a plate on there. They have to have insurance, at least liability insurance. If that person they hit on the sidewalk has a broken hip, and the reason I say that happened to my father-in-law. He got hit on the sidewalk by a bike, and a kid rode off. When I say kid, it was a young adult. Frank had to go in for hip replacement. The kid that hit him didn't pay. Never caught him. He just rode off. Left the old man on the sidewalk there on Central Avenue. Hoboken and Jersey City have taken attempts, but really it's something the state needs to step in and blanket through the state of New Jersey, regulating especially the commercial use of the e-bikes. You see these e-bikes all over, and they're really outnumbering bicycles like 10 to 1 now. Yeah, you're very seldom you see a bike. Even the city bikes are e-bikes now. It's everything, the old argument with the bikes when you talk about the bike lanes and, people are getting exercise. Not anymore. They're riding these e-bikes. It's like the ratio is like 10 to 1 over a pedal bike. These bikes, when you purchase them, coming out of the box, these bikes can do 30 miles an hour. When we were kids, you used to have mopeds. You had to register the mopeds, and they could do like 30 miles an hour. I don't know how the e-bikes got under that. With a little tweaking, you can get these e-bikes up to, 40, 45 miles an hour. And I seen on my car show, there's one of the guys on YouTube who actually showed you how you can do that. The e-bikes, they don't follow the rules of the road. They don't follow the rules of the sidewalk either. Yeah, you're waiting at a red light. You see this e-bike fly up on your right side or on your left side. You're making a turn of a one-way street, and here comes an e-bike coming down the wrong way. They're dangerous. They're unregulated, and people kind of look at them. It's like a bicycle. It's not. This thing is powered. If that thing hits you at 30, 40 miles an hour, you're hurt physically, if you're hit personally. If they hit your car, you're going to dent the door, dent the fender. But I'm more concerned about them causing the accident. Some defensive maneuver where you have to pull a car to the right to avoid this knucklehead on the e-bike, and you hit somebody's parked car, you hit another car, you had to brake quick and somebody hit you because of that e-bike. There has to be some sort of insurance. You see a red light. These people blow right through red lights. They don't care. I'm on Central Avenue a lot, and probably, Central Avenue, much like downtown Jersey City, you see a lot of these e-bikes on Central. You don't see a lot of the pedal bike, but you'll see them. They're going in the opposite direction of traffic. They're on the sidewalk. They are dangerous. So, yes, I am fully in favor, and I've called for this years ago, that we should have registrations on these e-bikes so we can trace them. And they should have insurance in case they cause an accident, they hit somebody on the sidewalk, there's money to take care of whatever the medical bills are, whatever the civil suit will be. But right now, we don't have any of that. So this is a must. And like I said, these are powered bikes. Out of the box, as I said earlier, they can do like 30 miles an hour. And with some tweaking, you can get that up to 40 or 50 miles an hour. That can do a lot of damage. They hit your wife or your kid or your mom on the sidewalk. And of course, a hell of a lot of damage if you have to stop short or turn to the right trying to avoid this and you hit something because of that person. And with a registration and with insurance, at least you can get paid. Yes, I agree with the mandate. I agree we have to do something there. We need to have insurance. And I applaud Jersey City and Hoboken, what they're trying to do there. But that's pretty much strictly to commercial. I think what we should do, to close the show out, mandate the registration, get a license plate on that e-bike, have liability insurance, and I would make it mandatory that you have to be at least 16 years old to operate an e-bike. I don't know if the insurance companies are crazy about insuring somebody that's 16 years old. That is something we'll have to find out. But that can be worked out. We'll leave that up to the brains in Trenton. All right, we're at a show. You be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you next week. Good night.